How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about AMC. We know Monday is coming tomorrow and there's a lot to look forward to. But I also want to make sure you guys are prepared and you're in the know and you know what's going to be happening. So the first thing to go over, I know many of you have gotten to a position. I am proud of you, especially if you are part of the movement. The key is to buy and hold, diamond hand your position. If you haven't heard already or you haven't noticed all over on YouTube, we heard CNBC, yes, they aired it out. Naked short selling is going on, and it's one of the things that are illegal activities, but it just continues, and we want to bring about a fair market. So by buying and holding, we're going to be forcing these financial firms and squeezing them, so they're going to have to cover and pay for all of those shares. And the thing is, we have control on the price, but the key is to buy and hold. Another thing that I want to emphasize on the fact, any money that you're using to invest with, just make sure you're not afraid to lose it, and also do make sure that you do not have any immediate need for it, because in this particular play it could definitely pay off big time, but it's going to require some patience. That's why I'm expecting to see a lot of manipulation that's going to be going on throughout this week, especially going into tomorrow. But I'm also feeling very hopeful that we're going to be seeing a lot of action due to the fact of everything that has been discussed over the weekend and it has been brought to light. Another thing to understand, and this came out on Friday, many banks are restricting. They're like, no, telling short sellers, we are not going to be entertaining your nonsense. And on top of that, there's just too much light on this. We don't want anything a part of it. So knowing that makes it very easy for us to say, you know what? Why not just buy and hold? Be able to hold this thing out and be able to squeeze out these shorts. And we've already looked at information in regards to the short interest. We see, hey, it's constantly changing, but when we look on Fintel, it doesn't tell us the full story because it's not taking into account naked shorting. So taking all of this into consideration, it definitely does give us a great setup going into this week. Another thing to also understand on the fact, if you're going to be buying shares, I want to make sure whatever you buy at, you're looking at the technicals here. So you want to be buying on those pullbacks or when it gets to lows. Don't be buying at the top here. And the reason why I want to emphasize this, then you're more likely to have anxiety or feel worried and so forth. Again, these are for the people who get concerned when the stock is going way below the price that they actually pay for it. So to make it easier for yourself, and also if you get it cheaper, you can buy even more shares and hold as well. Just be patient. Just wait for the right time to actually purchase. Another thing to also go over on the fact, and I want you guys to know, it's definitely going to be a rocky week. And the reason being is we saw what happened towards the end of last week. They drove that price down. A lot of machine trading on their end. And if you take a look, and we saw it on Friday, the inflow was surpassing the outflow, but the stock price was still going down. We also did realize, hey, we ended up getting a lot of new people that were going into the stock and ended up selling off when they saw that downward pressure. So I'm hoping by now you've already seen the volatility, you're already used to everything, so you should be prepared for what's going to come. And also what I want to kind of go over quickly that I found online is to show you the progress that AMC stock has been making. So let's take a look at it. Now let's get started. AMC Friday closes. May the 7th, it closed at $9.51. May the 14th, it closed at $12.98. On May the 21st, it closed at $12.08. Then on May the 28th, it closed at $26.12. On June the 4th, it closed at $47.91. And of course, the 11th, the 18th is what we're waiting on. And then it says, some perspective. We are doing so well. Do not be discouraged. I feel like this was very key of a post when I saw it. And the reason being is a lot of people are saying, oh no, the stock is going to be crashing, or no. In the end of the day, AMC is making great progress, and it's something that you need to be aware of here. Yes, it's going to have a lot of fluctuations, but what we're looking out for is an actual short squeeze. And when the short squeeze does happen, I'm telling you right now, you are going to notice it. We have not had a short squeeze as of yet because there's still a lot of shares that have been borrowed and haven't been covered for. So that's why it is very key for us to buy and hold, and to make sure the money that you're using, you have no immediate need for it. If you don't want to be a part of the movement or you can't afford it, hey, I find that is cool. But hey, spread the word. Let people know about it. They might be interested in taking part. And the reason being is we want to have a fair market here. We've seen these hedge funds and institutions manipulate everything. And you know what? AMC is not the only stock either. We saw this with GME, and also there's a variety of different plays that short sellers also attack. We always say, well, you know what? This happened, but why is the stock scaling back so much? Why is the short interest even so high, and so forth? A lot of great companies with a lot of potential, even ones putting out solid financials, still getting shorted to death. So this is around the time where I feel like, you know what? We need to take a stand. So if you could be a part of the movement, if you can afford to do so, hey, I'm really pushing you to be a part of it. Of course, I am not responsible. You're assuming all of the risks. You're the one that's pushing the buy button. You know I got to put in the disclaimer. But hey, that's what I'm talking about. I want you guys to be aware. Know that. Make sure you are diamond holding this position. And when that short squeeze does happen, you'll be able to really reap the big benefits. Right now, what's going on, we're going to be seeing one of the biggest transfers of wealth we have ever seen. There are so many, as what was stated, there's like 3.2 million shareholders, right, of AMC stock. So taking that into consideration, I know many of you have loaded up heavy. Hey, man, I really can't wait to see you guys get your tendies. All of my apes out there, super proud of you guys. I don't have a large position myself, but I did make sure that my position is substantial, and I really want to help the movement because I really do believe in what it's all about. It is time things come to a leveled playing field. We also do see of the fact CNBC is starting to push it out there because, you know, they already messed up on air, and even when they did air that episode, they ended up editing it. But we could also see they left some messages on Twitter I'm going to go over with you guys very quick as well. Short selling plays several important roles in the market, including accurate price discovery and early detection of fraud. Analysts warned that social media and meme stocks could bring about changes to the practice. Now they're going ahead, putting it on Twitter, defending it, right? We already know that Melissa Lee went and aired it out. That was not supposed to happen. So all of a sudden, they're pivoting, taking this position. So a lot of them are folding. And we already talked about FUD on this channel. A lot of it is out there from the media. And as we know, the media is backed heavily by a lot of these big funds and firms. So I want you guys to be able to see through all of that. See through all the dirt, all of the mess. And we already know that banks, they're cracking down on this as well. And they're saying, hey, short sellers, hey, that's all on you. We ain't trying to be a part of this. We don't want to incur any losses. We ain't trying to deal with the nonsense. I'm also looking forward to seeing brokers, because we do have some brokers already who have come out and said, hey, we're not going to be taking part in this either. Good luck to you funds. So hey, it is definitely looking good for us, but I have to emphasize it. Buy and hold, and you will reap the benefits. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.